trainers. They both do it a little bit differently, but both of them are really strong. Both of them are really, really strong guys, and can make you strong as well if you give them a chance. So today we're here to talk about a topic that I think is incredibly important. It's the end of the day, guys. The end of the day, and a lot of people are extremely at this point extremely tired. They are wore out. They are just tired of being, wrapped up, and they're physically tired. They're mentally tired, and a lot of them say working out. I have no strength to work out. I don't have the energy to work out. And I'm sure as trainers, you guys run across that all the time. People say I don't work out because I don't have time, money, or energy to put forth to working out in the gym. So what are some things that you tell people when they say, I don't have enough energy for this?
Okay, we're just gonna go with a science alert, nerd alert, science bomb right off the top. I did a little research. I wanted to look at the definition of energy because there's a couple of them out there. But from a physical standpoint, I brought a little notepad here because this was pretty different. It says energy, the strength and vitality required for sustained physical or mental activity.
That sounds accurate.
And then they give, a little sentence for the phrase. Changes in the levels of vitamins can affect energy and or well-being.
Okay.
So, just off the top, the type of energy that we're talking about is, that vitality, that fire that you feel when you get up in the morning. If you've had a good night's sleep. If you haven't, then you're going to be like, man, I need some espresso. I need some coffee. I need something to wake me up.
Yeah.
General phrases that you would hear lots of Americans say all across the country.
Okay, so if you need that fire, if you need that energy, what do you say to people when they say, I just don't have it today. I just don't have enough energy?
As far as energy goes, a lot of it comes from nutrient deficiencies. A lot of it comes from mineral deficiencies. A lot of people, period, what we've done as far as society is industrialize the human body. You can't industrialize the human body. We're sitting in a building right now with artificial light, no sunlight. We're not, we're not in our natural element. So if you think about the fact, anytime anybody has gone to the beach or anything like that, you feel like a revitalized person because you've been out there absorbing the vibration off the ocean, absorbing the minerals from the sand, absorbing sunlight. You're back in your element. So the energy or lack thereof comes from vitamin deficiencies, mineral deficiencies and vitamin deficiencies from food that we take in because, a lot of this stuff is, GMO and, a lot of it's just pretty much nutrient dense. So it doesn't have any nutrients to it. So when you're taking in things that do not actually vitalize the body, then you will actually be a more tired individual.
You're going to be tired. You're going to be wore out.
Absolutely. I prefer taking my clients outside to work out, if at all possible, because you're back in the natural element. We've been removed from our natural elements. How can you expect a human body, which was made to be outside, walking on rock, sand, grass, absorbing? It's a technique called grounding, where you walk barefoot on the ground to absorb minerals. From your feet. And where we're outside absorbing sunlight. When you're supposed to be around these type of elements and vibrations out in nature, how do you expect the human body to actually produce energy like it needs to? So we're all mineral and nutrient deficient.
Wow. All right. This Hustle Monday.
Like I said, science bombs just going to be dropped left and right. He's talking about how to get the energy. I went and I looked in another direction as far as, let's see what things actually rob you of your energy.
That's a great point.
We're talking
Bring
about
that in.
and that's something called, an energy vampire, something that's just going to suck it out of you. And, we could go down the list.
Well, what does suck it out of you? Go ahead.
Okay, I mentioned it earlier, poor sleep, being overworked at work. Yeah, I know, we'll talk about that one soon. Overrun with errands and chores. Travel, surprisingly. I need a vacation from my vacation. He talked about nutrition, the lack thereof, dehydration, not drinking enough water. We've got other people. Those would be negative people in your life. The person that you hate to see coming down the hallway
Can rob you of your energy.
Can suck the life out of you. As soon as Ted is by the water fountain, you're like, oh, God, I got to go. I don't want to get any water now because Ted's going to tell me about how bad his life is. I'm going to go the other way. Or
Wow.
you're already there, and Ted's like, so this is what happened at the house. My kids did X, Y, and Z.
And so all of these kinds of things can stop somebody from having the energy, the vitality. By the time they get to you,
They're
the
dead.
trainers. Yeah, I mean, you guys have to. And let me bring this in, and this is another element of this. Part of what you do, of course, you have science of the body. Both of you are certified in science of the body. You understand how the muscles connect, the ligaments connect, and blood flow, and all kinds of great things. But you also have to be a small-time psychiatrist as well. To
Dr. Phil in the house.
get into somebody's mind and try to find out exactly what it is that could be dragging a person the way that they are. Because by the time they get in here, they cannot do what they need to do in that gym, in their workout time, and whatever it is, if they are physically or even mentally exhausted from their own life.
Yeah, mental exhaustion is worse than physical exhaustion. You know, a lot of people go to jobs that they hate every day. You know, so 8 hours feels like 16 hours. 16 hours feels like 24. So when you are mentally defeated, everything else, I mean, just pretty much falls apart. It's worse. Mental is way worse than physical. So, yeah, it's
Because it's very hard to get out of your head.
Yeah.
That's the thing. If you're, like I said, with the job, if you're carrying the job from, if you can't leave the job there and come to the gym or go home or whatever, if you can't leave work at work and it's not an enjoyable job to do, then your life is going to be drained.
It's that piano on your
And
back.
so when somebody comes up and says, hey, you want to work out? You're like, nah, I really just want to drink.
Yeah. Which some people do. Some people drink
and
other
that's
types of
horrible for
abusive behaviors. Talk to me about how do you push through? How do you push through? If you're tired, you're at the gym, you're at that treadmill, you're at the elliptical, you're at that barbell, whatever it is, the spin class, whatever. How do you push through? How do you encourage people to push through?
Keeson, you want this one? Or you want me to say this one?
Now, Keeson, I know you get fired up. So
yeah, I mean, yeah.
I understand, but both of you have different styles, I think, of how you encourage people to push through. So,
go ahead, man. Take this one.
This goes back to 2 weeks ago. I make a decision. I mean, seriously, if you do not make a decision, then you're going to let this thing continuously drag you on and continuously drag on and, let these people around you continuously, tear you apart. Like, some people don't even have to say anything to you, and they suck the soul out of your body. Just the look on their, just knowing that they're in the atmosphere, just so you have to make a decision to completely remove yourself from that or stay with that. So whatever decision you choose, you're gonna have to opt to deal with. You're still gonna work when you get here. I got you. I mean, we still got some work to do. So you need to make a decision if this workout is going to be productive for you, or if it's going to be counterproductive. If it's going to be counterproductive, it's because you're bringing energy in here that you haven't made a decision to deal with. As an adult, as an adult, you need to make those decisions that will actually benefit you. If that energy's bad for you, get it away from you. I think some people psychologically though, they like that, man. They like the fact that misery's around. They like it, like, man, this is miserable, and why do you keep going back to it? It's a psychological thing for real. Like, why would you keep going back to that? Why would you keep wanting to feel like that? Why would you keep wanting to be in that atmosphere as to where you could not produce anything positive outside of there? You go home, your workout's like crap. You take it out on your family. It's really psychological. There's a psychological flaw right there as to liking being abused.
Wow. All right, Charles, how do you get people?
He's talking about.
I know. Now he switched off. I understand that, and that's all good. But how do you encourage people to push through?
How do I? First of all, I just say, hey, what I want you to do is, I just want you to come. Just come. Let's get started. Let's get moving first. Okay. Well, I know. Just just come. And once we get moving, generally what I find is once they start moving and they actually see what they're capable of doing, even in a quote-unquote depleted state or whatnot, they usually are able to switch gears. But I just try and encourage people, just come. Get away from whatever that is. Like I said, it's about decisions, but I encourage them to just come.
Just get here.
Yeah, just get here.
Get to
if
the
you
spot,
can
as
get here,
I've heard somebody
yeah,
say.
if you can get here and
That's
get
half
through
the
the door,
battle. Yeah.
you are halfway there. And then once we get going, I'm gonna have you do things so you can get whatever is bugging you out, beating on a tire, hitting a bag, whatever it is, so you can get rid of that.
Coach Reese?
I'm going to give that 50-50. The only reason I say that is because, yeah, you can exert the energy of frustration, but the problem still exists. The problem still exists when you leave that gym. You know, yeah, I mean, when I talk about health and fitness, I mean all facets. I'm not just talking about what you see when you look in the mirror. I'm talking about on a cellular level. I'm talking about on a mental level. Because if your mentality is not right, nothing else is gonna follow suit. Nothing else is gonna have 100% effect.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if that problem is still there when you leave, I don't care if you come and beat the heavy bag for 30 minutes straight, now 30-minute round. Guess what? When you leave, yeah, you're tired, but you still have not solved that problem. That's psychological health. That psychological health is the biggest issue right there.
Mm-hmm. This is Muscle Monday on We Up Talk. We're joined right now by Keyston Reese and Charles Garner, both of them certified personal trainers, both of them incredibly strong, and they can make you strong as well. And both of them do it in different ways, as you hear. Nothing wrong with nothing. They just do it in different ways, okay? If you've got a question, you can give us a call, 837-1600. That's 837-1600. It does not have to be about energy. It can be about your health and wellness. Both of these guys know a variety of things and can answer a lot of questions. Let me talk to you guys about this. Is there something you can eat or drink? Is there something that you can put in yourself? And now, hold on. Now, I don't have any special clips this week like I did a couple weeks ago to get you fired up. So I don't have any super juice or anything like that. But you know, I've heard of all kinds of things out there. Of course, there are companies that make buku dollars off of getting people more energy. There are diets out there. There are all kinds of things that people put forth that they say if you eat this, drink this, consume this in some type of way, rub it on you, do whatever you got to do.
Wow.
You can get more energy. Everybody calm down.
It's still a family show.
Yeah, it's a very family show. You can get more energy. So what is, as two certified personal trainers, what are your opinions about those types of things?
Man, I'm going to say the biggest thing that people can do is get a good night's sleep. Put your phone away. Put your iPad away. Get some sleep. Do some relaxation, meditation, something along those lines to calm yourself. One of the things I do is, I'll turn the TV off about 30 minutes before I go to bed. Then, I take my shower. I do some foam rolling now and do a little stretching. Get in the bed, and I might listen to something, and I won't look at it. I might listen to something until I fall asleep. I mean, that's just me. But usually that puts me down about 11.
Okay.
11 or so, 11:15. And, I get up, and I'm good.
Yeah.
But, some people, but most people, they want to stay up till 2, 3 in the morning on their iPad or their iPhone.
Yeah. Coach?
That's not good.
A lot of people, to get energy, either they're looking for a caffeine type supplement deal or whatever the case may be. So they might reach out for all of these, marketed pre-workouts or whatever the case may be. I'm not big on those. I don't take them at all.
Yeah.
And I'm working from like 4 in the morning until about 7 in the evening.
Yeah.
But I personally don't take them, and I can credit that to clean eating.
Yeah.
And because I really don't get sufficient sleep either. But a lot of people reach for a lot of supplements, pre-workouts, things of that nature. I'm not against them. I'm not necessarily for them 100% either, because what happens is a lot of people get addicted to those, and their body builds a tolerance to that, because anything you introduce your body to foreignly, it's gonna gain a tolerance to. So once you gain tolerance to, pre-workout A, then pre-workout A is not strong enough. So now you got to get pre-workout B. Then when pre-workout B doesn't get strong enough, you got to get pre-workout C. And you might want to blend C and A because C and A makes it, And it becomes like this.
Super,
and it becomes that, and it becomes
work
another.
out like an animal.
Yeah, it becomes another bill. It becomes another bill, and it starts hitting your wallet pretty heavy.
But
I want to give it. I do agree with the sleep type deal. I of course I do, even though I'm not a good practitioner of it at the current time. I do agree with resting. I agree with eating clean foods, foods that are nutrient dense, where your body doesn't have to work very hard to break down foreign substances. It's a deep science to it, but at the same time, rest is key.
Okay.
Sleep, I should say.
Oh, I thought we were gonna go to the
No, we're good. Go on.
I was going to say, as far as just, the types of things that you eat, a lot of those foods that people put in their bodies, will rob energy too. I mean, if you're eating a high carbohydrate diet, that can suck up a lot of energy too. So you want to make sure that your foods consist of, proteins, vegetables, fruits, nuts, grains, things like that. Carbs only when you need them, like, before and after your workout. But you don't want to have eating McDonald's fries, Doritos, Cheetos, candy, while quick energy.
Yeah.
It's going to give you that drop. It's like caffeine. Shoot up, drop down. So that's not good either. Plus you end up with something called adrenal fatigue when you have a lot of those stimulants like he was talking about, or your adrenaline glands, the ones that help you naturally produce that fight or flight hormone, they don't work anymore.
If you've got a question, you can give us a call at 837-1600. That's 837-1600. By the way, of course, we will give out contact information for all of these for both of these nice gentlemen coming up here in a few minutes. So if you call for that, don't. Just hold on for a few minutes. We'll be glad to give out the contact information for both of these guys coming up in a few. But if you have a question about your health, about something you're doing in the gym, about how to get more energy out of your workout or your day, you can give us a call with that at 837-1600. That's 837-1600. Something else I wanted to touch on here real quick, guys, and that is a new study that actually Keyston sent me here before we got here today. This is from WadeTV.com. A new study says that Huntsville is the 27th fattest city in America. 27. The article says Huntsville is the 27th fattest city in America, according to a new study from the website WalletHub. Now listen, everybody, WalletHub, they study or reach for studies on just about everything. Everything. They reach for studies on just about everything. I'm not attacking them. I'm just saying that if you wanted to find a study about how many ping pong tables were in the city of Huntsville, chances are they have done the research somewhere and found that, because that's just what they do. Okay, so the website looked at 17 different criteria in 100 of the largest metropolitan areas in America to come up with these rankings. The 20th fattest cities in the country are all in the South, with Jackson, Mississippi being deemed as the fattest.
Wow.
Jackson, Mississippi.
Mercy.
I've lived there at one point, so I understand. Conversely, the 12th fattest city in the country, all out west, Seattle, Washington, is the fittest city in America, according to this particular study. Chattanooga, Tennessee was found to have the highest percentage of overweight adults, while Knoxville, just to the north of Chattanooga, had some of the lowest percentage of overweight adults. Now I find that okay. Mobile, Alabama has the highest percentage of adults with high blood pressure, while San Jose, California has the lowest percentage. This is according once again to the website WalletHub. So Huntsville, number 27 on the list. You guys have a lot of work to do.
You never run out of clientele. I mean, when you've got rib shacks on every corner, I mean, you go up the street here.
Why are you attacking the rib shacks, man?
I mean, okay, we're talking. You just mentioned high blood pressure.
Good protein. In the ribs.
No.
Doesn't work that way.
No. See, you can do better than putting all that. High sodium barbecue sauce and all that stuff on there. But I mean, you talked on something that affects, a large percentage of African Americans, who live in this city, high blood pressure.
Yes, sir.
So, I mean, exercise, people. Hello. I don't care if you're tired. If you're trying to get off those blood pressure pills that cause all kinds of side effects, then yes, you definitely need to start walking, do something. Because 27, we are ranked 27th. We need to not be in the ranking at all.
Coach?
Yeah, I mean, there are so many factors that contribute to that. Unfortunately, grandma's cooking. What we've been accustomed to, contributes to that. My wife took me to Tunica, Mississippi one time for a casino trip or whatever the case may be. Mm-hmm. And we stopped at a gas station and everything in their food related was fried. Even the fried chicken was refried.
Oh, wow.
Man, whoa. And
that's a badge of honor in the South and in certain parts of the South, especially Louisiana, Mississippi, and right here in Alabama. Who are we kidding? That we've got the fried Twinkies at the fair and, the fried whatever it is.
Who out here?
Look,
who fried the watermelon, man?
What?
I seen
Fried
a video.
watermelon.
Listen to me, man. Okay.
No.
I've seen the fried ice cream and the fried Twinkies and the fried ding dongs.
And see, this is the problem. This is why we have the obesity rates we have, because everything has got to be fried, dyed, and laid to the side. Okay?
Yeah.
So, and then there's my joints hurt, and I'm too tired, I ain't got no energy. Look at what you're eating. You're eating junk. All the stuff that's in the food that's good for you has been burnt out. All of it. Your body can't use any of it. Nothing. It's just going to be it's horrible. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No.
Go ahead.
You're here to talk, my man. You're here to talk. You're here to talk. So, no, okay. It's one of those situations, though, that people feel like, this is the region. This is how we eat. This is good old-fashioned Southern food. And why is... the way we make macaroni and cheese, why do we have to change that?
Because it came from slavery. We ate the scraps. They had to learn how to cook the scraps. Guess what? We don't got it. We don't have to do that no more. It's a choice. It's choices. It's mentalities. They had to flip scraps because that's what we were given. And for some reason we keep passing on that and other traditions which keep harming us and setting us back. It keeps setting us back. It keeps hurting us. It keeps giving us high blood pressure. People getting limbs chopped off at young ages. You got all these kids out here with, who are obese and things of that. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense for us to have this type of condition when we have the information, or maybe that's the instance that we don't have, is that we don't have the information as to where, hey, that is, and people get mad when I say it, but I don't care. It's slave food. We got to let that stuff go. We don't have to eat like that anymore. It's a choice. And the thing is, people have a problem saying, oh, I got to spend extra money on some food that's actually high quality. But my cell phone bill is $150 and my car is $350, my car note or whatever the case may be. So your car note's more important than your health. Congratulations. What is more important? You can't operate that car if you're not at optimal health. You have to invest that into yourself. You are your primary investment. You are. So yeah, that grocery budget has to go. I challenge everybody listening to take that budget up $100 a month for the groceries
to get the better
food. Because you end up with $100 less on your medical bill over time. I mean, that's just a proven fact. The healthier you eat, the less time you're going to spend in the hospital with colds, flus, and other related illnesses. And if you're not, eating the right stuff, then it's over. And this whole tradition stuff, of eating fried foods and I'm even going to go as far as saying chitlins. Why are you eating chitlins? Yes, I'm going there. I'm going with the slave food, man. He didn't say it, but I'm going there. Yes, the chitlins. No, leave those alone. Anything, no, just stop it, people. All right. Stop killing yourselves slowly like that.
Let's calm down, take a break. When we come back, we'll have our remaining moments here with our personal trainers, the guys on our Muscle Monday. They've been letting you have it here over the last few minutes, and we appreciate it. This is We Up Talk, where information can change your situation.
And that food is awful, man. It's not even food. That's why it's so cheap, man. If something costs 99 cents, you should run away from it. You should run away from it. What are you doing eating that?
Steve, you just want to hold her. What was going on? No. Oh, you were checking? I'm sorry. I thought we had somebody else on the phone.
Value meals, man. You could go and get for 50 cents. You get a bucket of soda this big. Something's wrong with that. Something's wrong with that picture. Something's wrong with that. You know, like, come on. Where's the investment? You know, people got the wrong mentality as far as investments. How is your health not an investment?
Yeah, man.
That's crazy to me. Like, that's crazy. Like, come on. You go out here and spend crazy amounts of money on alcohols and cars and all the stuff that really doesn't matter, all the materialistic stuff.
Yeah.
When do you invest in what really is going to give you your highest benefit? How are you going to be around for your kids? Like, come on. It's not even about you. It's not just about you. It's about, you know, your kids. It's about the generations forward that you can actually pay it forward for. You know, would you rather be dad in the wheelchair because of his health? Because of his eating, you know what I'm saying? Some unfortunate circumstances happen, you know, as to where you end up in a wheelchair or whatever the case may be. But health-based, would you rather be a mobile dad based on decisions you made health-wise, or would you rather be dad that can go out there and throw your football with your son?
I got something for him. I'm gonna hold on until we get back on the air. So, because I can get you going, but I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do it yet. Just y'all scare me because y'all get so intense. I think y'all go cuss. So please don't cuss. Whatever you do,
Absolutely.
y'all get so
I'll be real close.
Y'all get so intense. I'm like, oh shoot, no, don't do it.
Yeah, I'll get close. I'm like, what the? Yeah.
Like, no, stop.
I don't want to.
Stop, don't do it.
Get you cut off.
Please.
No.
Causes all problems. Welcome back to We Up Talk, where information is power. I'm Justin McFarland. Thrilled to be here with you on our Muscle Monday segment. Keaston Reeves, Charles Gardner are both here with us. We started off talking about how to get more energy in your day. Then the study from Wallet Hub came out. Huntsville, the 27th fattest city in the country, according to the Wallet Hub study. Before we went to break, both of these nice gentlemen really took off about eating habits. And let me ask you guys about this. The reason people eat the way that they do, is it because they don't know any better, or is it because, in your opinion, that they're just selfish because they want it?
They're cheap.
Selfish and cheap.
Selfish and cheap.
Yeah. I mean, you know, when you start talking about, oh, I don't have money for a trainer, or I don't have money to buy good food, you just bought your kid a pair of $150 Jordans that they're going to outgrow in like a month. Really? Nah. Buy him some cheapo shoes that you can just rotate that cost about, $40, $50 or so, and buy some good food for yourself and your children. Okay? I mean, that's just, in my opinion, that's probably one of the worst forms of child abuse ever. Just letting your kids
abuse.
Yeah, letting your kids eat whatever the heck they want to eat. I want this or I want that, and you just give it to them. Why? To shut them up? No. Tell your kid, no, you're going to have this apple, you're going to have, we're going to eat these greens, or we're going to eat these green beans, this broccoli. Don't let your kids boss you around at the table talking about, I'm not going to eat this broccoli. Well, I guess you won't be eating dinner.
Let me recant.
Sit here and eat it to,
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Let me recant that cheap statement, because it's not that people are cheap, it's that they have their eyes set on the wrong things. They'll spend money on what they want to spend money on.
No.
They want to spend money on, like he said, materialism, shoes, jewelry,
rims on your car.
like clothes, things. I mean, which is fine. If that's what you want to splurge your money on, don't let me, count your pockets, because that's none of my business what you make and what you spend. But what is my business and my profession is your health. And, if you can't put that same amount of effort that you would in a fancy T-shirt or something like that, or a fancy necklace that you wouldn't in your health, then that's a big issue.
Yeah.
It's a big issue.
Yeah.
Because you can't take the clothes with you. You can't take the shoes with you. I mean, you want to be around. You want to live, long, healthy life for as long as you can. You don't want to just, you don't want to have your limbs chopped off at 40. You know, you don't have, or from diabetes, or you don't have to have a stent put in at 35 because, you know, you just couldn't stay away from the hog maws. You know what I'm saying? This is just...
Yeah, one thing real quick that really, like, gets under my skin is that people accept what they think, you know, that they should accept. As far as looking at, oh, man, well, my mama was like that, this size, so I'm just going to be like that. Or my daddy was like that, or whatever the case may be. They just accept whatever they think reality is instead of accepting the fact that you create your reality.
We've been conditioned. We've been conditioned to just fail.
You're the sum of all your decisions. If I walk out of right now and decide to jump out in front of a car, I made that decision. But you know, and you know, people act like they don't have self-control, you know, or control
do
themselves. They, you know what? That's a good question. Self-control. Do they have self-control? They could. It's all a choice. Self-control ends with a choice. You know what's at if somebody's getting ready to punch me. If you reached over this table right now and I saw the punch coming at me, I got the choice to sit there and get hit in the face, or I got the choice to
Move out the way.
move. Choice. Self-control comes with a choice. And unfortunately, a lot of these choices now are affecting self-control because the food is drugged. You know, so it's a lot, you know, that I could actually, you know, divulge into. But, yeah, the drugs and the food affect the choice of self-control. And, you know, it's really an ugly side.
Donna Green Goodman, who is here when you guys are not on Mondays, talks about it all the time. She talks about food addiction and the chemicals inside of the food that leads to food addiction. It leads to people just cannot get enough of whatever it is that they're eating.
Well, you know, food is a drug, man. Food makes you high. I mean, you feel a certain type of way with certain types of foods. I mean, we've discussed this before. As far as just, you know, what food does to you. It releases endorphins, and those make you feel good. And so you want more of that feeling. And people chase the feeling. It's, you know, it's just like drinking or some other deleterious habit.
else.
Yeah. So, I mean, that's what happens.
All right, guys. Contact information. Who wants to go first?
All right, I'll go. You can get me at Synergy Strength Systems on Facebook. That's SYNERGY Strength Systems. I'm also on Instagram, Synergy Strength 800, also SYNERGY. And my phone number is 256-683-0775.
Coach?
Prophletics Fitness and Athletic Performance, PROPHLETICS, Fitness and Athletic Performance on Facebook, Prophletics on Twitter and Instagram. I'm located at Powerhouse at 5900 University Drive, and my phone number is 256-924-6943.
And I say it all the time. You can catch up with both of these guys, both of them incredibly active on social media.